Hold up. One.
Greetings once again. This is Brother Barry Crumbly with the Black Farmers and Agriculturists Association, New York and New Jersey representative for that organization, which is headquartered in Tillery, North Carolina. And today we are here at the Brook Park Community Garden here in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx. Today is a chicken coop build day. This is my second time assisting in building a chicken coop, as with preparedness and food issues, if you will. I'm trying to learn all I can learn, so I can pass this information on to those in other communities across the country. Today we are dealing with chicken coop building. As I mentioned before on some of the other videos that you may have seen, I've been working with the Friends of the Lifers out in Jersey City, New Jersey, with a very large urban farming project using the Earthbox technology. And today, once again, we're in the Bronx and we are dealing with this chicken coop situation. We are in the hood. Once again, this is what we do. You know, we grow food in the hood, we raising chickens in the hood, and this particular community just happens to want their own eggs. And so they're gonna build this coop. They're gonna have their chickens delivered in a few days after the coop is up. It's a 2-day build. And I think by Monday or Tuesday they'll be receiving their chickens. And then shortly thereafter that, they're gonna have their own eggs right here in the hood. I mean, it's like, it doesn't get any more urban than this. And we have the projects over there. If you can pan over there, brother, you see the projects back there. I don't even know the name of those projects, but like I said, we're in the Mott Haven section of the Bronx. You know, if you look on this side of the street, I had to move the car because they will tow your shit, man, if you ain't on point. So I had to move the car into the lot here, you know, just so we don't get a ticket or get towed. You know, this is not South Jersey. This is not Georgia. And so we're not on a traditional farm, if you will, but they're growing a lot of food in this space here, and I think this is a little over an acre here. I'm not quite sure, but they're growing food, they're growing flowers, and we're gonna be growing some eggs. Now, just in terms of the process, what has happened thus far, because we've been out here for a couple of hours now. We have several people that have been helping us with this project, volunteers, of course. And over here, we have a group of students from one of the local high schools. Their task is that we've charged them with measuring and cutting. So if this don't go right today, it's their fault. All right, I'm letting y'all know right now. We testing their math skills, and but you know, taking it from the top, what has happened is that we've the materials were delivered a few days ago, and we had them over in the staging area in one section of the garden here. And so what we did earlier was the whole team got together and we moved all of the materials from the staging area, the delivery area, to over here. If you can see, you can pan out over here, you can see that some lumber rather, was placed here. And if you look further back, the pressure treated lumber was placed over there. The plywood, if you will, plywood, which is going to be used for the base or the floor of the coop and the walls and the roof. We separated that as well. All of our screws and things are in one area, and you can probably hear the saws, chainsaws, and not chainsaws, but the circular saws going over here. And so what they're doing right now, they're working on, like I said, measuring and cutting the pieces for the base of the chicken coop. This team right here is taking those pieces that the students have measured and cut, and they're putting them together right here. So this right here is going to be the base of the chicken coop. And as we walk further in, we'll show you more of what's going on in terms of this process. Want to get a good shot of this right here? Doing that. You can see how they putting all this together, sections. This is a traditional, what's the term? Barn raising kind of a method, if you will. You know, we framing it out. putting it together onto the plywood, and that's going to be the floor. If you can hear, if you listen, you can hear some rap music going on and some salsa or something like that. This is how we do it. This is how we get down. You know, matter of fact, we got some brothers down here. If you look over there, you know, they got their weights out, and you know, you can hear the garbage trucks in the background. You know, this is what we do, man. This ain't Georgia. This is the Bronx. Now, the other thing that's happening simultaneously, and you gotta have a team to do this, people. Understand that out the gate. You need people with the same mindset, the same way of thinking, and people that want to do for self. And so what has happened here, if you look, is that this area where they're working right here, that was dug out. This dimension is approximately 12 by 8. They have dug this down about a foot, and we removed that soil. The reason we removed that soil, that dirt, is because, once again, this is an empty lot. A building used to be here. We don't know what was in the soil. So we removed that because this section is going to be the run for the chicken. When they come out of the chicken coop in the day, they're going to come out, they're going to eat and do their thing. And so that contaminated soil, or potentially contaminated soil, was removed. We're laying down some chicken wire, if you can look here. Some metal mesh wire. And the reason for this is to prevent rodents, any other vermin, raccoons. They have a lot of raccoons and I think possums as well. And we don't want them to dig down. Oh, did I mention rats? That too. We don't want them to burrow down, go underneath, and feast on the birds. All right, so this is going to be laid down now, and then subsequently we will put down some clean soil. On top of that, level it back out, and then this way, if anything goes down and they can't come up into the what we call the run area of the chicken, for the chicken. If you pan out over here, let me just walk you over this way. Now this section right here is going to be where the actual coop is going to be built up on. Brother right here is leveling these 6 cinder blocks, because the base that we showed you that was being built over there, once the base is complete, and once these 6 cinder blocks are level all the way across in all directions, that base will become the floor of the chicken coop. It's going to be laid on top of these cinder blocks. Everything will be level, and the cinder blocks allows air to flow underneath the chicken coop. So once the base is laid, then we'll put up the walls, the roof, then we'll start putting in the windows, the doors, wherever they want them to be. And this particular model, or this design, if you will, our brother Owen has done some really good work in terms of the specifications of it. We actually have blueprints, if you will, and drawings, and a step-by-step, you know, a step-by-step. So with the use of us documenting this, in addition to the paperwork in terms, you know, like the you know, the bookwork, looking at this and how to do it, it's an easy thing to do. It's just a matter of we want to make this happen like all over, in all communities. You know, anybody that wants to raise their own chickens and eat their own fresh eggs. And that's it for now. Next time we show this video, you're gonna see a chicken coop up, and then subsequently in the next couple of days you'll see some chickens in here, literally. And we can do this in, well, the coop takes 2 days. The chicken's gonna be delivered a couple of days after that, and then it's on, you know. And once again, we in the Bronx.